Okay, time lapse, and here we are 1 year later. And yes, my birds are having a conversation over there, but I just feel like this is gonna work best for me because if I try to follow scripts, I kind of, freeze. I can't talk. I cannot do this with the scripts. I'm not also a aggressive salesperson. So I just feel like it's gonna be just best for everyone and easier for me to just kind of just talk about who I am, what I do, where I live, um, just showing my routine, how I work, how I will overcome the challenges and things like that. So here I am. Good to see you again. Uh, and if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Gabriela Pinto. I'm a real estate agent here in Sarasota County. And let's start. So I have my license since 2023, and I only started acting business as a realtor since last year, in February last year. We are in April, so that's a little bit over a year. And I closed 4 sales, three, two of them referrals. One of them came from online. It's an online lead. The last one was during an open house. But yeah, here I am. My parents' backyard, the lanai, and I'm just gonna talk about how things has been, how business has been treating me. I cannot complain. I feel like I'm so blessed that I have met and worked with amazing professionals. um, so I and recently I changed brokerages, and I just feel like I'm not gonna be using the names of the companies because I feel like this is not gonna be just for real estate only anymore. It's just gonna be about Gabriela and you know just to get to know me. So yeah, this is where I am in business, and I was working with house searches, and today's Friday, so I have a lot to do with following up videos. I really need to get back to my videos. This is why you know this is why I'm doing this again, YouTube videos. And yes, not using script, just putting myself out there so you get to know me, Gabriela, the real me. Anyways, so who is Gabriela? Yeah, so I was born in Brazil, um, a little town city in the north, from a state called Pará, Para, and the city is called Marabá, M-A-B-A, no, Maraba, Marabá. So this is how it's called, and I lived there with my dad until the 17th. Then I moved to New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. Completed my high school there. Then I moved to Long Branch. I lived about 1 year or two there before I moved to Florida. In that timing, no, yeah, I lived about a year in Long Branch, Ocean City to be more specific, and then I moved back to Newark to live with my family. I always had family here. I came here to live with my mom, my stepdad, and they all decided to move to Long Branch. I moved with them. Then I missed my cousins and my other family so much, and I then moved back. I started working with AT&T. Um, Before that, I used to work with sales, door knocking for clean energy program, and yeah, but in Long Branch, I used to work with dogs. I worked in a company that had hotel, training, daycare, grooming for dogs, and I loved it. Um, I also used to work on weekends for this clinic in Newark. So, I was always between these two towns, and my parents decided to move to Florida. And how they did it was that they took their trailer and they did this trip around the coast. Um, and once they stopped in Sarasota, they fell in love with it. So I was like, okay, this is not really what I want, but I don't want to miss my little brother growing up, so I decided to come with them. So here I am, and I always tell them if they ever decide to go back to New Jersey again, I'm staying here. I met my husband here, I have my life here, and I just love this city. It's one of the most beautiful cities I have ever been. And I don't know, I just, from watching YouTube videos of, all those famous cities out there in the United States, this is, I'll never find something like this. This is just perfect for me. It has a mix of, on Venice, you have that feeling of a small beach town. And here in Sarasota, you'll see more like a mix of tourists and luxury. You have everything in one place. And I just love Sarasota. And since I moved here in 2021, this city has grown so much, and also including the population. Yeah, adding a lot of population to that too. I mean, I remember when I moved here in 2021, I was not, used to see that much traffic. And then after 2023, it feels like everything went crazy. You find traffic everywhere. Transit, long lines from exit to 17 to 205. So there are miles and miles of traffic. So it's not that feeling of new small tourist town anymore. That's how I feel. And I have seen so many luxury buildings, condos. There is so much construction going on here. And yeah, so this is Sarasota. This is where I am. This is what I do. And I hope you guys follow along with my videos, and I see you in the next video.